corner. My little thing on the bottom that says Item Randomizer Tournament. I thought that was a nice little touch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely shout out to, this is Total's Item Randomizer, right?
Yeah, I think Total is a big part of it, and I think Fuzda has kind of been working on stuff with it too.
Yeah.
And they're both off.
That they are. It looks like, oh, there goes. Oh, okay. I bet you Fiesel just fixed Rich's clock, so we're good. We should have a much... we won't have the same problem we had last time, where it looked like Rich was behind due to it appearing to be out of sync, even though it was in sync.
One thing we didn't really talk about last time, but Rich did have Moonfall on for the last match and this one. And you saw you just got the Moonfall there, so pulled slightly ahead of Kip there by doing the Moonfall down the climb there.
Yeah, I think that's about a 6-second save.
Oh, and of course, Leodax too. Thank you, Cerberus. He also does some stuff for the randomizer, tweaking it for the tournament.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you very much to everybody who put in work into this so that we can have a great tournament.
Ooh, Kip's gonna be happy to see high jump boots up there.
I'm always happy to find high jump boots. It's the best item. I mean, like, it just makes it so much less painful once you find speed. Cool,
so Kip, I think he reloaded the room there. He wasn't getting that D boost, but Rich getting it, not a problem.
Yeah, and since Rich has already checked first missile location, he is a couple seconds ahead. We'll see Kip go down. But I know last time we did see Rich go over and check that... Oh, but he can't do that this time. He went over and checked the left item in this room, but with no power bombs, that's not an option. This does pose an interesting thing, though. That means that Bomb Terizo has to have either bomb speed or screw attack, I believe. Those are the only options. Without that, they can't progress.
I'm kind of hoping it's bombs so we can see a little bit of Bomb Terizo action.
A DLC boss and randomizer.
For those that don't know, the Bomb Terizo fight, it actually doesn't trigger unless you actually have bombs in that room. So in the normal game, that's where bombs actually are, so you'll have to do the fight every time, but for these randomizers, there is a pretty good chance you won't have to fight Bomb Terizo.
One nice thing about this, though, is that if they do find bombs here, you can just super missile Bomb Terizo twice in the face, and he does not enjoy it at all. He dies immediately. So we did see screw attack there. So that opens up both Gauntlet and the bottom down here. I don't actually know what this room's called. Oh, it's Phaser.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Spacer, but getting it this early in a random, it's probably a good thing.
So we're seeing our first route deviation here as well. Kip's gonna go check Gauntlet, it looks like. It can definitely be worth it at times. One thing to note is that I guess since they have high jump boots, it can be logic required at this point. I I believe that's the way it works.
Yeah, I think what it is now is if you don't have like speed booster or high jump boots, the item up here at Gauntlet can't be like a progression based item. It can still be something useful, but it won't be strictly required to keep
Correct.
moving. So if they don't have something like high jump or speed or like space jump, anything that really makes climbing vertically easier, then it shouldn't be required.
Correct. I guess we'll find out here what it is. An E-tank. It's not what Kip was looking for. By the way, that jump that Kip executed to get up here is very challenging. That was a fantastic first try for him. For anybody that hasn't tried it, it's not simple.
Kept getting through Gauntlet, hardly being touched.
Yes, very clean. I think we saw Richman go for the reverse mock ball out of early supers. And he just missed it a little bit, so it's a pretty tight window.
Yeah, you really gotta do a very small hop into the room and then pull the mock ball off pretty quick because that gate comes down pretty fast on you. It's not the easiest mock ball.
And still no power bombs. This is getting interesting. That means that unless they have power bombs down next to the charge location, they will not be checking charge. They won't be checking wave gate. There's quite a few things that are kind of gated. There we go. There are the power bombs.
So yeah, it looks like he's going up to the wave gate room. They do have high jumps, so the setup here is a little bit easier to do.
Correct. It's very easy if you have moonwalk. You can just moonwalk back into that corner. If you don't have moonwalk, you have to let the hoppers knock you back into that corner for that setup.
You could also, if you like spin jump into the wall and you just tap right, it'll turn you around without moving you over to the right, and so you'll be in the right spot. And you could also get in the morph ball and just go into the corner and then tap on the right just to barely turn without really moving at all.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good information to have.
But yeah, that moonwalk is a pretty quick way to do it too.
Yeah, we see Rich backtracking here to check the Etikun pit, the Troll E-tank. Could definitely pay off very well for him. Lets him check an additional miner and apparently find speed booster.
Well, that was a pretty good call by him and to go back there. That will definitely speed things up for him.
Yeah, it was very, very good call. A nice audible.
And it doesn't hurt having more supers.
I never complain about supers unless I already have charge.
I think one thing a lot of players do, or at least they figure out when they play enough of these, is that when you can't really find charge, it's probably a good idea to get like 30 or maybe a little bit more supers early on in case you want to go face Ridley without charge.
Yeah, it's it's very much a personal preference. I'm always fearful of not being able to find charge at all, and so I continue to collect supers until I'm in like the 65 range for the chance that I just don't find charge and I have to go kill Mother Brain with supers, where I have had that occur multiple times. I'm sure you have too with all the rando practice.
Oh yeah.
heating. So waterway not really housing anything important.
Well, Rich does have enough tanks to do a hell run, so that could be an option right now.
He does.
He
Hell run's
also
an
has
option?
speed. Yeah, so he could go up to wreck ship and check everything up there, so
I
that
think
also wouldn't
here...
be a bad choice.
Exactly. I think here heading to wreck ship is what the plan that I would be on. Having speed is very integral for that. But we will see what decision he makes, because, I mean, at the same time, he could go down to Crocomire. They're both very valid plays. Does Kip not have high jump boots on? He doesn't.
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably wondering why his jump wasn't going that far up.
I was a little bit confused there as well myself.
Rich going up check spacer. We'll see what's behind there.
Yeah, it makes me think that he has chosen to maybe go do the Crocomire route. He could always backtrack from this point, but I feel like that's kind of a waste of time. Just go check the one item and then go back, so we'll see what he does. So yeah, looks like he's gonna go over to Kraid. I think Rich kind of forgot right there that he had high jump already, so I'm trying to use that platform to get up. Totally unnecessary.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to fall into your habits if you run like any percent or 100%.
Oh yeah.
Kind of forget what items you actually have. So he's in Kraid's room now. He'll be going for that quick kill.
Yeah, I think both of these runners are super comfortable with that quick kill, so we shouldn't see any issues out of Rich here.
Depending on the method you use, it may be harder for you without charge beam. The way Rich was just trying to do it, he was trying to shoot 4 supers into Kraid there. And when you shoot Kraid with a charge shot, his hand will stay wherever it's at when you shoot him. But if you have an uncharged shot or a missile and you shoot him, his hand will still move up and down. So it kind of makes the quick kill a little more difficult with that method because you have to shoot around his arm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which setup he was going for there because it looked like he was trying to do the 2 missile 3 super strat. But it kind of looked like, and I know from my experience, if you shoot your missile during a lag frame, you have a little trouble getting that second missile off. So the timing there is pretty tight.
So Rich found Ice Beam at Kraid's spot, which is a pretty useful item to have. Like we said earlier, it can kind of help you reach some areas by making platforms with the enemies, and it also speeds up the Metroid rooms.
Another reserve tank. I think we had We have a reserve tank there last round as well. Trying to remember.
I think it might have been. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
So yeah, we're still seeing Kip a little bit behind from that gauntlet check. But it's still very, very close.
Another super pack there.
Yeah, very nice, especially since they still have no charge beam. I expect to see Rich pick that up on the way out.
Let's see how Kip does with the quick kill here. So it looked like he did the other method where you fired 2 missiles and then 3 supers, and he got that off just fine. Rich also, he picked up grapple beam at the high jump spot, and with the equipment he has, I believe he can go into in the Meridia pretty much like everywhere.
He is equipped to do suitless Meridia all the way through at this point.
So yeah, depending on where the suits are, we might see a little bit of suitless Meridia, perhaps. Keep your fingers crossed.
I hope so. That'd be very exciting. Gonna see some crocodile.
So Rich taking the lower route there from the ice beam room to get down to Croc. Not a bad choice since he did have the means to get through there. Plenty of health as well.
Yeah, with having speed, it opens up the item in Wreck Ship. It also opens up Crocomire from ice, which is very nice. It's a much faster path than going up through the top area and having to traverse all of that.
Oh wow.
Ooh, man. That's a big one.
Yes, it is.
So unfortunately, that does mean we're not going to see any suitless Meridia.
Yeah, unless Kip does not have to check Crocmire, but we'll have to wait and see what he thinks to do here. I'm sure that would be a natural choice if he didn't find any other suits anywhere else.
And the entire thing behind this is, I think the most efficient pathing, if they've committed to going like to upper Norfair areas right now, is to go down through Crocodile. It's 2 major item locations that are pretty cheap to check, and that's going to give you more benefit than backtracking all the way to Wreck Ship. It's kind of your other option. Yep. So we are going to see Kip go to Crocomire.
Rich finding Wave Beam at the Grapple Beam spot. Another pretty nice item.
Yeah, definitely a payoff from Crocomire this round. Oh, that's painful. I'm not even really sure what happened there.
Yeah. I feel like he might have tried to jump, and his jump might have been a little too early, so he landed before breaking all those blocks.
Ah, true.
But yeah, I didn't quite catch what happened there.
Whoa. Rockemeyer not wanting to back up for Kip.
One thing to note is that without Charge Beam, you have to kill Crockemeyer with just ammo. And if they use up all their ammo here, it's actually okay because they can shoot those orbs and get some ammo, but it's a lot easier said than done. So fortunately, Kip had enough ammo there and didn't have to refill on Croc. Now he's finding Gravity Suit. He's probably pretty glad about that.
He is at 44 HP though, so he cannot mess these grapples up. Or run into those spikes. Those spikes also would have killed him.
Yeah, in this version of the randomizer, the Gravity Suit does not protect from environmental damage. So things like spikes and like electricity and heat and lava and acid and stuff like that, it pretty much damages you the same as not having any suits, I think.
Yes, that is correct. So once again, we're seeing Rich head over into those upper north locations. I'm curious to see, but I don't feel like we're going to see Kip make the same decision. I think we're going to see Kip go to Meridia.
Well, it certainly paid off for him last time. He might be thinking to do it again.
These hell runs are very expensive. We could see a crystal flash out of Rich, though. That is an option.
Yeah, that's another cool thing about these randos is we have seen quite a few crystal flashes already. When you pick up so much ammo, it really doesn't hurt sometimes, and it's a little faster than trying to refill elsewhere.
Yeah, we did unfortunately see Rich farming with grapple there, which is actually a little bit slower because grapple can only kill one enemy at a time, and it doesn't pierce. So he would have been better off there. I don't know, either turning off ice and farming with shots, or I don't know, potentially farming with a missile even.
Yeah, bombs would be another good way too, but they don't have that yet, so
yeah,
that wasn't an option.
Exactly. That's the typical farming method right there whenever you have ice, is to farm with bombs, but we don't have them. So here we're gonna see what Kip chooses.
Oh, okay, Iris Isotheus, is that how you say it? It says that gravity still protects from lava, but you still take the heat damage from it, but it will actually protect you from lava itself. So yeah, bottom line, gravity is a little bit different in this rando, and it kind of makes Varia a bit more useful since you get that heat protection.
Huh. So it looks like Kip was thinking about checking some Bubble Mountain items, but he decided that was not the plan that he wanted to go with. He is going to Meridia, it looks like. Interesting. I think he kind of made it to the same decision he was at last round. It was just it's kind of like that mentality of checking the required items, because it could be that, I mean, like last time, Varia suit could be at the Batu knee tank, and then Charge could be sitting behind Dragon, and he's just golden. Like, that saves him the probably 3.5 minutes that Richman just spent farming those Upper Norfair item locations.
Looks like Kip's heading over to the Mama Turtle tank.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this check here. There's no reason to skip it. We'll probably see the same thing.
And it was totally worth getting Spring Ball.
I mean, like we said before, this time it's a 25-minute go mode instead of an 8-minute go mode, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess we'll really find out here kind of how the rest of this seed's gonna go. Because we could see various suit here in Meridia. We could also have it in Wreck Ship, though. And if it does end up being in Wreck Ship, I think it's going to benefit Richman, as he has already checked those other locations around Bubble Mountain area. And right there we saw our runners in the same room.
Yeah, I imagine they're probably going to be following the same path for a little while.
It looks like it. Like kind of was talking about the same plasma location?
Yeah. Yep.
This is ridiculous.
So this time around, they actually have high jump here, so no need to wall jump up there and morph into the little tunnel.
We don't see Kip getting trolled this time by being just a little bit short. That is pretty crazy, though, that we had the same plasma location 2 seeds in a row. Saw a little high five action right there. Hi, Master J-Man with the make random again. I agree. The
First
only
try,
thing that
green gate from Kip. That was nice.
Yeah, he's been super consistent. I think the only thing that will redeem this is a Shock Tool Varia.
Rich finally getting that green gate after a few attempts there.
We see Zeus praying for the Shock Tool Varia. That's everybody's hope and dream. Which, the really cool thing about... they have grapple, never mind. I was hoping we would see a nice clip, but it doesn't look like we will, unfortunately.
Let's see what's here. E-Tank. I was gonna say if Varia was there again, that would be crazy.
That would be bizarre.
Nope, another vanilla item.
Probably gonna see a nice halfie from Kip here. See Rich farming again with Rapid Beam. He's probably not comfortable with his current ammo counts for Botwin. Like Sloters was talking about earlier, it is possible to soft lock in there if you run out of missiles or supers. You just won't be able to damage Botwin, and he will not die.
Yeah, there are a few bosses like Batoon and Ridley's another example that don't have any like drops that come from their like projectiles or anything. So if you run out of ammo and you don't have charge there, that's it. You gotta reset.
Yep.
Looks like Kip is going for some shine sparks.
Oh man.
Dragon. Very nice scoop spark though.
Oh, come on, Rich. Oh, jeez, that was it was a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm sure it was for him as well. He missed quite a few supers there and got pretty low in his missile count.
Kip getting a nice shine spark finisher on Dragon. That'll grant him with the blue suit.
Yeah,
For
like
those that don't know, when you defeat Dragon with the shine spark, it forces Samus into a standing position. But if you still have that shine spark going, it'll kind of keep one stored up, and what most people will do is use it to cross back through the Coliseum once they climb back up out of Dragon's lair.
Looks like Kip lost his on accident. He probably hit the dash button.
Oh yeah, that is the one thing about it is you can't hold dash when you have a blue suit unless you're suitless underwater, and then I think it's okay. But otherwise you don't want to press dash or jump in sand or you can lose that blue suit.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see a plasma check here. Kip's really not wanting to go say hi to Shock Tool.
Yeah, I can't blame him. It is a pretty big time sink, and it, may not even be anything useful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. Wow.
Kip, unfortunately, taking some damage from the spikes there and causing him to die. Like we mentioned earlier, gravity does not protect against spikes. So he takes like the same damage as not having any suits there.
So one... Wow. Gosh, okay, so one thing that's relevant here is whenever he got that blue suit on Dragon, it looked like he took about 6 instances of chain damage off of it. Which, that probably, man, cost him a lot right there.
And I don't think he has plasma now because I think that save was right before he went to check the sand pits.
I'm in agreement. Yeah, he definitely doesn't. You can see his phaser shooting right there. He's gonna take a safety E-tank here. Kip, we did just see Kip die. He died to damage in the... what's the name of that room? Some kind of highway, right?
Cack Alley, I think.
Cack Alley, that's the one. Yeah, in the room that Rich is in right now, he missed the first jump up to the exit, and because of that, he took damage a couple times from those spikes, and it killed him very quickly. Spikes right now are doing 60 damage every hit to our runners. Yeah, we did get the tracker fixed, it looks like, so thanks a lot to we've got Wumpus on tracker.
Yeah, I think it's him for all three. So Rich opting to check plasma. They still haven't found Varia, so it very well could be here.
If not, I expect him to go check Shock Tool. Ooh, that's an E-Tank.
Yeah, you know, that's a decision he's got to make, because if it's there and he chooses not to check it now, he's gonna want to come back and get it. So it wouldn't really be nice to do that backtracking.
Yeah, I'm sure Kip's a little bit frazzled right now. You can see that his Dragon execution isn't quite as good as it was last time.
So Rich, it looks like he might be heading to wreck ship right now through the Forgotten Highway.
Which I still don't think is ever the fastest way.
No, I think only really like in an RBO setting where like you don't have any suits and you have to go and get like check the thing at plasma, and if you have space jump, I think it's a little bit faster to go up Forgotten Highway in that case if you still have to go to the wreck ship. But otherwise, I think it's recommended to just trek back through Meridia and get to wreck ship that way.
Yeah. Man, Kip not having much health coming out of that. I think it's actually a bit lower than what we saw him at last time. Can't be doing that, Kip. You don't want that damage, I promise. I think we're going to see him go farm here, so that he doesn't have that same issue. Or maybe even just skip plasma.
Yeah, he might just want to be going to wreck ship right now. So he's going back through the Batoon area. It's the fastest way to get back to the wreck ship from there. And Kip doing some intended strats and grappling across Mount Everest from there. Ooh, yeah. Fortunately, fell down there.
So he can do a gravity jump right here, which... Oh, that was a brave shine spark, Kip. Your health, man. I think my health is in danger with these risky strats.
I'm not sure. I think he might still get like 4 times protection against like Phantoon's flames and whatnot. I think like all the enemy hits are still like kind of the same values with just gravity. But he does also have screw attack, so that shouldn't make Phantoon too bad. So you can just screw attack through all those flames.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to see a ship refill.
Yeah.
surprised we didn't see a super coming out of Rich right there. I think Fantoon's low enough for a super to kill him.
Yeah, it looked like it. I think he fired 5 there.
Yeah.
And supers do 600 here.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna see an ocean fly right here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for it.
Even a missile fly. Oh. Just a little bit too high with that spark. The missile timing was perfect though.
Yeah, that missile, it's a little hard to time. You kind of have to shoot it and then sort of wait there in the air for a little bit. Whereas if you use a super there, you can almost kind of just spark right after shooting the super. Because it goes quite a bit faster than the normal missiles. Oh, and Rich finding various suit. That is a great find.
Seffi's gonna feel really good about himself.
Oh, did he call that one?
I think he says, Varia first item in wreck ship, I'll quote myself too.
Well, congratulations to Seppi for winning the various suit prediction.
He used some crazy stuff called math, and did it. That's how he got there. Kept starting that run a little early for the Doppler. He could still be a little bit frazzled by that death earlier.
Oh, looks like, yep, Fantoon was not dead there. So, firing that super, of course, since he didn't die, made him enraged, so he's going to be shooting those flames for a little bit.
Yeah, as we discussed last run, where both of our runners had an angry Fantoon, Fantoon does not enjoy eating supers. If you don't kill him with it, he does enrage.
Rich just checked Gauntlet and saw it was an E-tank and wasn't too happy, so he just went ahead and reset.
Yeah, I mean, so the only thing that he was looking for there would be Charger Space Jump, I guess? I feel like the EV on that's pretty low. But
yeah, he's got to be wondering at this point, if he doesn't find Charge in Lower Norfair somewhere, he's going to have to make the decision whether to keep going and looking for it, or just kind of keep his eye out for ammo and pick up some extra along the way. I believe to kill Mother Brain 1 and 2 without Charge Beam, you need 34 missiles. I know it's 30-something, and then 60 supers.
So Mother Brain 2 has 18,000 health, and Mother Brain 1 has 3,000 health plus the 10 missiles that it's required to break the cage. So it's 21,000 plus 1,000. It's like 22,000 total damage, 10 of it being required to be missiles. And that's not counting if you have to Zebetite or open doors or anything like that. And as far as door requirements, that's another basically 3 supers, or 13 missiles.
Yeah, chat just corrected me here. It's 36 and 60 is the ammo you need.
Yeah,
And
that sounds correct.
of course, if you don't have as many missiles, you can substitute them with supers and whatnot. But you're gonna generally need about that much ammo of each.
Oh, glass takes 6 missiles, so. Got it. Kept getting guillotined there. Yeah, Rich's ammo counts are definitely a little bit better than Kip's right now. Kip's running pretty low.
Oh, Rich K going through the gate there. I've done that a couple times. That's a little frustrating.
The gate's a little bit tricky. Oh, he's getting trolled. This gate. Just not letting Rich do what he wants to do. He got, like, double or triple gigated there. Varia was the first item in Wreck Ship. It was at the modified major item location.
Yeah, to balance where the major items a little bit better. The E-tank that is normally by high jump boots was switched with the wrecked ship supers that are on the right side. So that way there's not a bunch of items like right over by the Norfair elevator. And there's a little bit more in wrecked ship, making it a little more worth it to go there.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise we would see basically three items just right here at the entrance to Norfair where we see Rich right now. I think it's a very good change.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the way they had the major items, including reserve tanks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes it a little bit less like doing a hundo run.
Exactly. We haven't seen Crocomire yet this run, have we? I don't believe.
I think we did. Or am I thinking of the last match? Didn't they,
No, I think they both went there. Yeah, they both went there, you're right. Yeah, because we had Kip come out of there and decline Bubble Mountain locations, which he's now doing. And he's going to be able to clear them faster since he has both Gravity and Varia, but he's still going to be unhappy with the results of these checks. This is going to put Richman just a bit more in the lead here.
Rich taking a safety save right at the Norfair elevator. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, Norfair can be a very dangerous area. Conveniently, they have Varia suit, so they're not going to be taking the increased damage, but gravity suit. If you're running through here without gravity, these enemies do obnoxious amounts of damage. It's not pleasant.
First try green gate glitch by Rich. Nicely done.
Very nice. So we're gonna have to see a spring ball jump for Rich to get out of here? Or can he run out this door?
Yeah, this is how you do it in RBO. You kind of stand in a certain spot over there, and then you have just enough running room to get enough height there.
Got it, okay.
Kip doing the lava dive again. Unfortunately missed that wall jump up there, but the lava doesn't do as much damage to you in this when you have area compared to the vanilla game. So you really didn't lose that much energy doing that.
Yeah, we had Kip die in Cack Alley. He lost... Trying to think, how long did Kip lose?
Well, he had to fight Batwoon and Dragon.
Yeah, it was probably a solid 7 or 8 minutes, if I had to give a rough estimate.
Yeah, he did, and he also did check the sand pits before he died, and then he opted not to go back there.
So he does not have plasma, which could be very relevant in the event that they find charge here. If they don't find charge, it won't matter, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Ridley could be misering charge.
Yep, that is very possible. Rich doing that Shine Spark strategy again for the... I'm not sure what that room is called, the Key Hunter Shaft or something. I think I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I don't know. Room names are not my strong suit for this, unfortunately. Oh man.
That is a nice find right there for Kip.
Kip finding charge, it's kind of it feels really good and feels really bad at the same time because he does not have plasma, but he knows exactly where it is. Kip knows that plasma is sitting at the exact same spot it was the last seed. It's sitting at that Meridia reserve tank in the Sandpit 2.
Yeah, that is good news for him because now he knows to pick up all that extra ammo.
Oh yeah, we have an extra Samus floating there in the air for Rich. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing that happens sometimes when you're shine sparking.
I frequently have it happen in the Dragon area. I don't actually think I've had it happen anywhere else, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that spot and then that Golden Pirate room are the only two I know of. There might be more, but I'm not really sure.
Oh, Kip just barely missed that spark. Rich taking down Ridley. Very, very nice.
Yeah, Rich, he didn't check Firefly tank, so he's still had to use his ammo for that fight. But I see no reason why he wouldn't check it on his way out. He'll be pretty glad to see that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see Rich check that. There's no reason not to at this point. Based off of how he's been routing, he's still checking major items, and he does want to find charge. So with charge, ice, phaser, I believe Kip is doing be 300 damage a shot.
Yeah,
300 damage a shot.
Yeah.
Which is 600 less than Charge Ice Plasma Wave. And yeah, here we're gonna see Rich check Firefleet, then he's gonna be full go mode. He's headed straight to Torian. For Kip, I think he's also gonna be go mode, but his Mother Brain fight's gonna be considerably longer as he does not have Plasma.
Yeah, he'll probably have some supers he can use in that fight. I think that might do a little bit more damage, at least faster than those charge shots. But yeah, the plasma beam basically lets Rich use a lot less shots for those bosses. So he does have the advantage with that, and also he is a little bit further along. So Kip's definitely not out of it yet, but Rich does have a little bit of an advantage on him right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to see a scenario outside of Rich dying here that Kip makes a recovery from this, as Rich he's got 45 max supers and Kip only has 25, and Kip's missing plasma. But we will see. Rich could make poor routing choices as well. Or fail a stand-up glitch. He could do that as well.
Yeah, there's the baby skip where, you know, one of them could miss it, the other one get it. Then there's the stand-up too. And also even in the Metroid rooms, if they accidentally get grabbed by a Metroid, I don't think power bombs will make them latch off you, so they would have to kill them with power bombs at that point, because neither of them have bombs.
Yeah, they would have to triple power bomb them. I know one of our runners saw bombs and chose not to pick them up. Trying to remember where they were. Were they at X-Ray?
Yeah, I think I remember Rich going in there.
Spin ball is a very challenging item to remember. Or a spring ball. I'm not sure what spin ball would do, but it sounds really exciting. Maybe you turn into Sonic and travel super fast.
Rich getting off the elevator up to Criteria just as Kip hops on the one into Brinstar.
Yeah, so Kip's, what, like 6 door transitions behind? Something like that. Maybe a few more than that.
Oh, that was a nice spring ball / blue ball that Richmond did to break those blocks. That was nice. I appreciate his use of the spring ball.
It is a good item.
So Rich making it a G4 right around the 1 hour mark. If you haven't noticed before, if you have all the bosses killed, the statues are actually already down when you enter the room. So you don't have to like sit there for a minute and wait for them all to slowly fade out and then sink into the ground.
Yeah, there's a few really nice like quality of life changes in the randomizer. There's that. There's the fact that Mother Brain stands up extremely quickly. Extremely quickly. I was very surprised the first time I saw that.
Yeah, it kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't aware of it the first time I did that.
Not at all. And then there's the change to it's the room in the path, like the top path over to Bubble Mountain. They made it to where you can make that jump without high jump boots, as well as being able to climb Red Tower without high jump boots.
Rich made his way through the Metroid rooms without any problems, didn't get latched at all.
Gonna see another baby skip attempt here.
He's got all the right stuff for it, so...
He does. And he was super close last time. Just slightly miscalculating that last jump.
Oh, looks like he did get grabbed though, unfortunately. All that could be a potential time save for Kip if he can get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Although I think Rich would still have the edge by a little bit.
Yeah, so for Kip, with not having plasma, he's looking at, I believe it's 60 shots for Mother Brain 2, whereas Rich is just looking at those 20 shots with Charge Ice Wave Plasma.
Kip can also replace some of those shots with supers too, which shoot a little bit faster than charge shots.
Correct.
Oh yeah, and you see Kip, he got grabbed there, so he had to use the power bombs, which is a little bit slower than just shooting them with ice. Rich going for the short charge method here. Let's see if he gets it.
He probably just didn't want to turn off Screw Attack, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I like escaping with Screw Attack. It's much nicer than not having it on.
You know, I always like to turn it off because of that one room after you like shine spark into the fourth room, I think. Because when you have Screw Attack there, it like resets your iframes going into the next room, and that's like messed me up before.
I got it. Yeah, we see Rich making pretty quick work of Mother Brain 2 here with Charge Plasma.
Rich already getting the catch-ups in, so Mother Brain's pretty close to down. Looks like he got them all now. Taking off that various suit to make the setup a little easier.
Yeah. So I guess, is there any value to leaving gravity on at that point?
You know, like I said earlier, if you didn't have gravity on there, you wouldn't have to damage yourself there. So I mean, if you really wanted to, you could have turned it off and stood there.
Right.
But I think a lot of people are, you know, they're used to having it, or they just don't know that that's the case. I guess it might be a little slower to take it off just because you have to actually go and take it off.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering, since he was already turning off Varia, It's one item select away.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, Rich is getting that stand-up glitch in, while Kip is working on Mother Brain too.
Yeah, another relevant thing here is that with Plasma, his stand-up is much more beneficial than Kip's would be. It's 3 times as effective.
Yeah, when you have all the beams, if you are quick with your shots, you can only have 1 shot on Mother Brain 3 to kill her. But without all those beams, can't quite get that damage output.
Kept eating a little catch-up right there. So it does look like we're going to be going to around 3 though, unless Richman genocides the animals like 19 times. Which is, it's pretty hyped. That means it's going to be like an all-or-nothing match.
Oh, it looked like Kip did decide to take off gravity there, so no need to damage himself after getting rainbowed. That's a little RBO knowledge showing up there.
Yeah, exactly. I had no idea until you mentioned it earlier. Looks like Richman will not be killing off all of the animals multiple times, so...
And Rich finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour 28 seconds. GG to him. He will be taking round 2 here. And we're going to go to round 3 then.
Definitely are.
And to be honest, that doesn't really surprise me. I knew both these guys are both good runners. And they would probably have some close races, so I was kind of hoping for it too, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I knew these races were going to be very, very close, so it does not surprise me at all to see this going to round 3. And I think both of the runners expected it as well. That's why they just went ahead and scheduled all 3 of them back to back. They didn't expect anything less. I know I've been in Kip's stream whenever Rich has dropped by, and that's exactly what they were thinking was going to happen. They knew this was going to be a fantastic series. Yeah, we'll see Kip finishing up real quick, and then I'm sure they'll want to take maybe a couple minutes break, and then we're going to see Game 3, folks.
Rich decided not to actively kill the animals, but we'll see if maybe Kip decides to do so.
Yeah. It's always an option. Looks like Kip's just finishing up the run.
Yep, he is coming up to the ship here, and he has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG to him.
Yep, good game to both of our runners. Really well done, Rich. Good execution in this. Super close.
Once again, now that they're both finished, make sure you go and follow both of these runners, Southern Kip and Richman3mm. Both, again, fantastic runners. So definitely give them a follow. Also, shoutouts to Wampus for tracking for us once again. He did a nice job with that, making sure to adjust the trackers after Kip's unfortunate death back there.
Yeah, very, very good job by Wampus. And just so everybody knows, we do have round 3 coming up next.
Yeah, the round 3 was scheduled for 8:30, but I imagine these guys will probably be ready in a couple minutes after taking a breather.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make us wait 30 minutes to see the conclusion of this epic battle. Looks like some people just needed to take a quick breather, kind of get their head back in the right space, and then they're going to be ready to go. So where do you think Plasma is going to be based off of the last 2 scenes?
I'm gonna be risky here and say it's gonna be in the sandpit.
What did you say? Sandpit number 2 is going to hold Plasma for the 3rd time in a row?
Yeah. I wonder what the chances of that happening are. It's gotta be pretty low.
I mean, there's what, 32 item locations? Something like that? 14 E-tanks, 4 reserves.
Yeah, and then plus those 14 there.
34 total items then, so...
Oh, and then grapple and X-ray, of course, too.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty low % chance that that occurs. Yeah, we'll definitely have to wait a minute to figure out what the next episode of Item Randomizer Tourney 2017 is going to be like.
It looks like we just got some Twitch Prime subs from Trevacious and Shackle Draconis. Thank you guys for those Twitch Prime subs. Those are much appreciated. J Chalk as well. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. They're blowing up right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these support speed gaming, which is a fantastic thing to support.
Yep, they are hosting a lot of these matches and a lot of other nice speed games as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely shout out to Speed Gaming for letting us host the Item Rando tourney on here. It's very nice. So Phantoon uses a frame count since entering the room, and it also counts the number of frames, even if you're in a menu, as far as I understand, to determine what his pattern will be. Definitely thanks to everybody for tuning in, though. It's been a really great series so far. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed it.
I'll mention one more time too. We do have the third match coming up here with Kip and Rich, and then on the Speed Gaming 2 channel, we're gonna have Leo and Hubert do their first two matches. They're starting at 9:30 Eastern time, so make sure you go and check them out too. And that looks like that's the only matches for tonight, and there'll be some more starting tomorrow afternoon.
Yep. Yeah, tomorrow we have the conclusion of Maniacal versus Rumpleman. They went to 2 matches earlier today and split them, so they've got a round 3 to finish that up and determine the winner. So that's exciting. So yeah, it looks like they're loading up, and then we should be good to go. Refresh the commentary.
I just did that myself. Yeah, looks like Rich loading up the next one. Covert Zoa Choot Bowl. Sounds like a good one.
What is a Choot? Which enemy is that?
That you might have heard people call them the pancake one, the ones that are like before bowling.
Yeah.
In my 100% splits, I actually have a split called Choot Soups, which are the supers that are like above, kind of like above and to the left of Aqueduct. You have to like go to that beach area.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so whenever I bought my copy of Super Metroid for Super Nintendo, it actually came with the player's manual, so I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
wow.
It's in fantastic shape too. I was highly surprised.
Man, you are a lucky man.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to get that, and it was like at no cost too. Like it was basically still the same price as a normal Super Metroid card, so I have no complaints here. But yeah, it is called a Choot. It's in the book right here. I see it.
Looks like we're gonna have English versus Japanese text once again. You would probably think maybe Japanese text is faster, because that kind of seems to be the case in a lot of games, but it actually doesn't make a difference.
There is no difference in Super Metroid because we see text on screen so few times, like actual text we see on screen so few times, because the fanfares don't really count because they don't show up in Japanese either way, do they? They're still in English.
I want to say they're in English, but I can't really say for sure now.
Yeah.
The one thing I notice is when you're on Ceres, which we don't see in this, there's like some Japanese text that pops up like right when Ridley shows.
English text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't even think there is English text there. It's like on the very bottom.
Okay, that could be right. I know you see that at Mother Brain Escape 2. It's like almost the same thing.
They should be starting pretty soon here. They just got the race going on SRL.